I had disliked a lot of things that he was saying, and how he was acting, and me, I'm a real individual. I just felt like it was all cool at one point in time. Now remember this, no, I was older than Canelo is when I beat Canelo. So now, imagine seeing Canelo at 36 and me at 36, and we fight. 24 world champions, 5 divisions conquered, best defender of all time, right? Bud Crawford surpasses him in accolades because he's undisputed in 3 divisions. Both of them are fighters that fought great into their late 30s. However, Floyd has a deeper resume than Bud Crawford.
Terence Crawford recently spoke with fire in his voice during a live post-fight interview, addressing the legacy of Floyd Mayweather. Crawford stated with confidence that Mayweather's era has ended, declaring that the torch has now passed to him. He emphasized that the sport should no longer look back but instead focus on the present, where he stands as the face of boxing. With bold assurance, Crawford positioned himself as the man ready to carry the sport into a new age.
Because for Jake and Tyson and some people like the likes of Carl Froch viewed that as an endorsement. Like, look, man, I'm just working. It's a big opportunity to be on Netflix. I didn't put the fight together. I'm not paying these guys. So, let's chill out. But all right. I'm not going to poo-poo this. I just don't know what CSI is, and the way it was presented made me think that there was like a secondary press release to come, that they'll be involved in like some sort of like virtual boxing thing. Like, it just didn't seem real. You know why it didn't seem real? I'll tell you why. There's no date attached to it. There's no venue attached to it. Forget rules. Exhibition, not exhibition, weight. I mean, here's a guy who fought a heavyweight fighting. Forget all that. These things can get figured out, the fine details. The fact that it was announced, why announce something with no date or location attached to it? What's the point? Unless you're just trying to get people excited and trying to get them, trying to get some investors or something like that.
But maybe also testing the waters. If the response is overwhelmingly positive, maybe you go, okay, we move forward. If the response is muted or negative, maybe you go, okay, we're not going to actually do this. You lob it out there as a way to pull the public, and then make an adjustment.
You don't think it happens?
I do not think it happens. I just don't think there will be enough interest. I know they have huge name value. There's zero after the last performance by Mike Tyson against Jake Paul. I don't think there's going to be interest in seeing Mike Tyson do that again.
Floyd Mayweather reminded fans of his legendary victory over Canelo Alvarez, pointing out that he defeated the Mexican star when Canelo was already a rising force. Mayweather stressed that this achievement highlighted his unmatched skill and experience inside the ring. He argued that Terence Crawford's recent win over Canelo should not be overhyped, since both shared the same opponent. According to Floyd, the real statement is clear: his triumph remains the bigger accomplishment, keeping his reputation untouched.
Canelo's a hell of a fighter. He's a hell of a fighter. And everyone is now saying that he's not the same fighter. He's not looking the same. Now remember this. I was older than Canelo is when I beat Canelo. So now imagine seeing Canelo at 36 and me at 36, and we fight. And now what y'all gonna say? Well, now he got what? I don't know how many fights.
Sunmax came forward with a bold claim, saying Terence Crawford is not yet on Floyd Mayweather's level. The reason, according to them, is simple. Crawford does not have Mayweather's iconic 50-0 undefeated record, a benchmark that still defines boxing greatness. They argued that while Crawford's win over a skilled name like Canelo Alvarez is impressive, it is still not enough to surpass Mayweather's legendary status. To truly prove himself, experts suggest Crawford must take on bigger challenges. One common piece of advice is for Crawford to move up in weight and face David Benavidez, a dangerous powerhouse known for being one of the toughest fighters in the game. Analysts believe that only a victory over someone like Benavidez would cement Crawford's bravery and elevate him closer to Mayweather's immortal reputation. Until then, comparisons remain premature.
You look at Floyd's record, right? Floyd's legacy is 50-0, 24 world champions, 5 divisions conquered, best defender of all time, right? Bud Crawford surpasses him in accolades because he's undisputed in 3 divisions. Both of them are fighters that fought great into their late 30s.
However, Floyd has a deeper resume than Bud Crawford, but both of their best wins are Canelo Alvarez. Canelo was a younger, greener Canelo, but Floyd beat him. Bud beat an older, stronger, but more seasoned Canelo. Now, Bud's not going to surpass Floyd because of the record. He's not going to make 50-0. Bud has to separate himself. What he has to do is do something that Floyd didn't do. Take on the challenges that people are scared for you to take. Just that's what separates Leonard and Durant from the rest. If Bud Crawford beats David Benavidez, he will surpass Floyd Mayweather as far as on the all-time list. As of right now, if Bud Crawford retires, I would have him somewhere around the top 5.
Trainer Robert Garcia has offered a very different perspective on the Crawford versus Benavidez debate. He believes Terence Crawford is far too smart to gamble away his reputation by taking on such a dangerous challenge. According to Garcia, Crawford is a master of strategy who knows how to make history without putting himself in reckless situations. While David Benavidez is naturally bigger and carries real knockout power, Garcia points out that the risk far outweighs the reward, and in his view, Crawford's spotless record already speaks volumes, and stepping outside his natural division against a massive opponent is unnecessary. This argument highlights the larger boxing debate. Should a fighter take extreme risks to cement their legacy? Or should they protect their greatness by keeping their record nearly untouchable?
There's no way. Crawford just got the biggest win in his career and one of the biggest wins in history. He doesn't need to go out there and risk. But that is too big, too strong. We don't want to see a champion do so much and accomplish so much and then end his career with a bad choice, a bad fight that he shouldn't take. I wouldn't do it.
Jeff Mayweather, the uncle of Floyd Mayweather, shared a sharp take on Terence Crawford's recent victory over Canelo Alvarez. He argued that while the win was impressive, it should not be seen as the ultimate measuring stick of Crawford's greatness. According to Jeff, Canelo is no longer the same fighter he once was. His punches lack the speed and sharpness of his prime years, making him less dangerous inside the ring. Jeff reminded fans that before this fight, many doubted Crawford even deserved a shot at Canelo. And now, even after the victory, plenty of people still question how much credit should be given. While Jeff acknowledged Crawford's win was big, he stressed that context matters.
Canelo knocks him out in the first half of the fight and he couldn't handle the power. And obviously that proved not to be the case. Crawford could definitely handle the power. Were you surprised that, it didn't look like, maybe once or twice it looked like maybe Crawford felt it, but never in any kind of real trouble?
Yeah, I don't think it's he hit him a couple times, but Crawford, he got Crawford took it was up. He hit Canelo a few times. Canelo took it as well. So basically, at the end of the day, they both took from together. Crawford just didn't get hit.
Do you think that was a case of you can't Canelo's a guy that's not out there throwing huge combinations, like he's more of a punch at a time kind of guy, and that's not going to work against someone as slick and talented as Bud Crawford.
Yeah, I agree. Basically Canelo was looking for a big shot, trying to land a big shot on Crawford. Crawford wasn't having it. Yeah, Crawford at times was saying, just make me so, I need to, do a little more. Basically, it seemed like he just did it.
Legendary boxer Roy Jones Jr. didn't hold back when speaking about Floyd Mayweather's legacy. He argued that Mayweather rarely fought the very best of his era when they were truly in their prime, with the lone exception being his bout against Canelo Alvarez. Jones questioned why Floyd is often celebrated as the greatest when much of his resume includes fighters who are smaller, older, or past their peak years, and Roy's view, Mayweather's undefeated record is impressive, but it does not automatically justify the hero-like reputation he carries. When compared to versatile and risk-taking fighters like Terence Crawford, Jones suggested that Floyd's carefully timed fights leave room for debate about how great he truly was.
Floyd Mayweather, top 5?
No, not in my book. No.
Not even top 10?
Maybe top 10 in my book. Yeah, not top 5. Maybe top 10, but not top 5. But Floyd can fight. Don't get it wrong. Floyd can fight. Here's what my problem. Well, I understand. I know you're a Floyd fan. But here's my problem. Who did Floyd fight that was on his level when he fought? Only Canelo. Don't give me that stuff about the other guy that was going to prison. He know he's going to prison when he gets through. Then to take it even further.
Cotto
was
on his level.
Wait. Stop. Let me finish first. Cotto.
You asked me a question.
Cotto already was done. Cotto is an all-time great? No. Cotto's an all-time Puerto Rican great. Cotto's not an all-time great in boxing. He's an all-time Puerto Rican great. All right, so that's not great. All right, that's not on your level. Pacquiao. You wait till Pacquiao got knocked out by Marquez before you fought him. You'd have fought him 4 years ago. Both of y'all were here. We to find out who the best was. You waited till Marquez knocked him out, now you fought him. If I wait till somebody beat James Tony before I fight him, do I get credit for being the greatest fighter of all time because I beat James Tony?
No, you don't.
No, I don't. So, the point is, you didn't do it the right way. You know that. Who else did you fight with? They're the biggest, best two names you can pull up.
No,
Canelo.
what I'm saying is that who do you think around that time would have even beaten Floyd that he didn't?
So my point is, I'm not going to say who would
Because I can't name him.
I'm not going to say who would have beat Floyd, like I said. I'm just saying how Floyd never fought nobody that was he didn't fight with James Tony. He didn't go looking for it.
At the end of the day, Terence "Bud" Crawford has done something truly historic, beating Canelo Alvarez and becoming the first ever male boxer to be undisputed in 3 different weight classes. That achievement alone puts him in a league of his own, no matter how many comparisons are made to Floyd Mayweather. Crawford's adaptability, his ability to switch stances, his power in both hands, and his fearless mindset make him a generational fighter. Whether you believe Mayweather still holds the crown or Crawford has already surpassed him, one thing is clear: boxing is alive with greatness. If you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that like button, share with your friends, and subscribe for more